from.
Hello, you are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Hey, Jay, it's Annie Dean.
Hey, girl, what's happening?
Hey, I can't talk long because my phone probably will die soon. I'm actually outside doing yard work. Anyways, I just tuned into your podcast here. I've been watching it like on and off while I'm doing work. But don't they still have Sebastian's electronics?
From what
like
I know.
The FBI?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So how did how did they find this guy? I mean, it's just kind of like a coincidence. Could they have possibly found him on his electronics?
Yeah.
Like the FBI is involved, the U.S. Marshals, you know what I mean?
Right.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Right. I mean, it's crazy to think about, isn't it? Because they're super quiet. They're super quiet,
yes.
And they still have from what we know, they still have Sebastian's Switch, his PlayStation 4, his phone, and I don't know if Seth got his PlayStation 5 back.
Right. And is there anybody else in the Hendersonville area that they have the FBI on the case? I don't know. I don't really follow everybody that's missing, but it's just kind of coincidence that this guy is randomly found in Illinois. He's from Ohio. Like, how did they even find this guy? Somebody has to trace something from somewhere, and I'm wondering if it's the electronics. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, it's a great thought.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully, some updates.
Yeah, maybe we can get more info on what he was doing, because this is Homeland Security, and they just put that warning out as well after the TBI did that press conference.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It is.
That's so scary. But I'll let you go, Jay. I just wanted to tell you that.
Okay, enjoy doing your yard. Enjoy your yard work. Thanks for calling in. And
yeah, my phone's gonna die. Okay. I put it on the charger. I have you on speaker. I've been listening to you this whole time, but I haven't really gotten a chance to go and chat because I've been doing that, listening to you. But I enjoy you every day.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, have a wonderful night.
You
no
too.
problem.
I appreciate you, hon. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Bye. How did I get blessed with such nice people? It is strange. Mark Klein, you got it, buddy. It's a deal. Okay, so she's got my mind a whirling. So I'm not familiar with anybody necessarily missing in Hendersonville. So I'm gonna see Sumner County. Is there any other teens? Because I know there was a couple that went missing, but they were found, and they were found rather quickly. Here's an article here. It says 15 Middle Tennessee children who still have not been found. There's Sebastian. Okay, the cases range as recently as February 5th, 2024, when 13-year-old Abdiel Hernandez was reported missing from I'm probably hacking this, Murfreesboro, to as far back as May 4th, 2022. I pronounce things effed up all the time. And when then 15-year-old Kimberly Espana went missing from her Nashville home. Espana's disappearance is one of 6 missing children's cases in Middle Tennessee that have hit over 1 year without answers. All but one of those cases are out of Nashville. According to the TBI, 16-year-old Andri Chavez Rodriguez has been missing from Columbia since December 16th, 2022. Below is a list of Middle Tennessee's missing children. Okay, I'm going to share this. Hold on. We need to show their faces. We need to show this really fast. This is important. Okay, so this is, I don't want to hack her name, Massa de Lima Alonso. She's been missing from Nashville since May 27th, 2022. Hang on, let me get rid of this and make this bigger. This is important, guys. We need to look at these cases, because who knows? I mean, who was this guy in Illinois essaying that has to do with Hendersonville that they're extraditing him? Did he lure someone? I mean, he physically did things. Where are these children? Okay, so we have Mazda Lima Alonso. She is 17, Hispanic, black hair, brown eyes, 5'3", 120 pounds. Missing since March 27th of 2022. From Nashville. The next one is Salmi Veronica Kalpek, 13, Hispanic, 4'10", 120 pounds, Livingston, Tennessee from 2/22/24. She was last seen wearing plaid pajama pants and a sweatshirt. So she was in pajama pants. It doesn't say where. This is just a few days before Sebastian. Oh, wait, I keep wanting to scroll up. Hold on. Here's the next one. Andri Chavez Rodriguez, 16. Hispanic, 5 foot tall, 158 pounds, Columbia, Tennessee. She went missing December 16th, 2022. It doesn't say what she was wearing. Christopher Cliff, 16. A black male, 6'2", 240 pounds. He's a big boy. Hermitage, Tennessee. He went missing June 29th, 2023. He could possibly be in Jackson, Tennessee, or the area of Shelby County. Raina Conjure, 13, Hispanic female, 5'5", 100 pounds, missing from Nashville, Tennessee, on September 9th of 2022. There's no circumstances. Look how cute she is. 13-year-old little girl. She's been missing since 2022. No one knows where she is. Look how beautiful she is. Kimberly Espana, age 15, female, Hispanic, 5'2", 197 pounds, missing from Nashville. Kimberly was last seen in Nashville, Tennessee. No other information. We have Ebeniki Ferris. These are two different photos. It looks like two completely different people. She's 17, female, black female, 5'7", 125 pounds, Nashville, Tennessee. She went missing on November 30th of 2023. She may be in the area of 25th Avenue North in Nashville. Abdiel Hernandez, a 13-year-old Hispanic male, 4'11", 125 pounds. He was last seen on February 5th, 2024 in the area of Minor Street in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Abdiel may possibly be in the area of Smyrna, Tennessee. These are all 1-800-TBI find. Brian Mraz, 15-year-old Hispanic male, 5'5", 130 pounds, missing from Cedar Hill, Tennessee. He's been missing since April 7th, 2023. Brian was last seen in Cedar Hill and is believed to be in the Smyrna or Nashville area. This is Brian Mraz. Eduardo Valerio Rafael Perez, 16-year-old Hispanic male, 5'4", 140 pounds, missing from Columbia, Tennessee. Missing since April 18th of 2023. He could be in Columbia, Tennessee, or Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's Eduardo. Anna Ramirez, 15-year-old female, Hispanic, 5'2", 135 pounds, missing from Nashville, Tennessee, since July 17th, 2022. No circumstances around this. She's so pretty. 15. She looks like a grown woman. Fake lashes and all. 15. Caitlin Reynolds, a black 14-year-old female, 5'5", 125 pounds. She went missing from Nashville, Tennessee, October 23rd of 2023. She was last seen in the area of Saunders Avenue in Nashville. Scarlett Rios, a 13-year-old Hispanic female, 4'10", 110 pounds. She's missing from Nashville. She went missing July 1st, 2023. We're rolling up on 1 year. No circumstances listed. Her shirt says, "Just be you." Ureli Rodriguez, age 15. Hispanic female, 5'7", 100 pounds. She went missing on September 15th, 2022, from Nashville, Tennessee. She was last seen in Nashville, Tennessee. Marlon Yusel Manguaya Valida, a 15-year-old Hispanic female, 5'5", 120 pounds, missing since October 12th, 2023, from Nashville, Tennessee. She is still believed to be in the Nashville area. And we're back at the very first one. Thank you guys for listening. That was the 15 teenagers. 1-800-TBI find. 1-800-TBI find. All right, let's open up those phone lines. Hey, Brian, is that the real Brian St. John? Is that the OG Brian St. John? 727-755-6001. If so, hello, Mr. Brian St. John. The phone lines are open. We're going to get Mark Klein, a 1-800-CALL-J rap on his vehicle. It doesn't say. If it had the circumstances, I would have said it. There weren't circumstances listed. Those really are gonna have to be looked into. I know, James. I just think they're not brought up enough. You know, they're just not talked about. They're not talked about. Hey, Morgan, it's good to see you. It's the real Brian St. John here. This is for you, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute, Brian St. John.
So there's a lot of butt joints that we have to cover, and I'm like, Dudley, let's do butt joints together because I don't want to have to do them all by myself.
727-755-6001. Let's not talk butt joints. Give me a call. Let me know what's on your mind. This creeper on the screen was arrested in Illinois, of all places. Illinois, for crimes against children in none other than Sumner County, and not only that, Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's who it is, Bobby Brady. Let's. Oh, we've got a caller. We've got a caller, Bobby. Just hold on. Go sit by Marsha. I'll be with you in a moment. You are live on air with Jay. Who am I talking to?
Jennifer.
Well, hello, Jennifer. Jennifer loves horses. What's up?
Hey, okay, so I don't believe anything that they say anymore.
Oh, no.
They're treating their child like a dog that is dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh, it's so sad. But it's not like, well, even if my dog died, it's like crying hysterically. But
you'd be more sad probably if your dog passed away than what you've seen,
and
right?
what they are with their child. Yeah, and it makes no sense. Like, I'd be throwing up. I'd be begging. I would be out there searching day and night. Like, I'd hire dogs. I'd hire people.
Wouldn't
You
you
know,
be scared, though, that you would find your deceased child? Like, I feel like...
No. At least I'd find him.
Yeah.
At least there was a chance that I could resuscitate him.
Yeah, I mean, I
If he
just
was
tried to put
almost-
myself in their shoes, that's all. And it's just, it blows my mind. Like, I just don't know what I would feel, you know?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have listened to the cops. I'd be like, no, I'm searching. You can't keep me from searching. The one time that I thought I lost my son, I flipped the fuck out. Flipped out. Like, where the fuck is he? We just moved into a new house, new neighborhood. The front door was open, and he's ADHD. He's off the wall. I'm like, he took off. Turns out he was hiding. I'd already called 911. I called everyone that I knew. I was out there asking the neighbors, like, my son's not here. Where is he? I mean, like, I was flipping out, crying hysterically, and then I found him laughing in my basement. You know, you would do anything possible as a mother, and you wouldn't be so calm like she is unless you did something wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I hate to judge, but yeah, I mean, I think the behavior is weird. I mean, I've watched a lot of I've watched a lot of parents of missing children over the years, you know, from decade to decade, and the ones that truly have lost their children, they all pretty much have the same demeanor. You know?
Yeah.
As a baseline, you see pretty much it's the same. You know, you watch a press conference, you're like, damn, you know, it sounds like the other case. You know, it starts to sound familiar. But the ones that are sus, that don't feel right, you got to wonder why.
Because it doesn't feel right, because we know it doesn't feel right, because we're human and we can acknowledge that, we can feel that, we can see that. You know, we understand when somebody's lying. We get it. Like, even though they're not acting like necessarily they're innocent or guilty or anything, we can just feel it.
Yeah, and we have to follow our gut, right? Follow your gut. Something doesn't feel right.
Yeah, and off the subject, did you see Chris Watts' cellmate put out a new book?
Oh no, who?
Who
is it?
That one cellmate. Oh, it's on Amazon. It's this. I was in the cell next door.
Is it the Dylan Tallman guy, the one that he got caught with his undies?
Dylan.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Is it the undie and Vaseline story?
Yeah, and it's called The Cell Next Door, Dylan Tallman. And I was reading a little bit of it, and I was like, this doesn't sound like...
Oh, do I need to do a read-along of Dylan Tallman's book?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because there's this whole new confession now.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I'm like, no. And he wants to go back to court. Chris wants to go back to court because of this and this and this.
Oh,
and he's blaming the co-conspirator. And I'm like, okay, how do I believe you, Dylan? Like, I don't, right? And it's $17 for the fucking book.
Oh, damn. Maybe I can scrounge up some Audible credits.
I know. And
wow.
So I was kind of listening to some people talk about it, and they're on TikTok, and they're like, "Oh, well, Chris said this. Chris, I don't know that he said that."
Oh man.
I don't know. Dylan just wants his money.
I wonder, does Dylan have copies of like letters in there too?
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe because he was dating that girl.
Oh
we were all talking about it. Remember?
Yeah, we're gonna have to definitely get that book and read it. That is a definite must.
Yeah. So it's called. I told you.
What is it again? The Cell Beside.
Let me pull it up to make sure.
It's like
it's The Cell Next Door, Dylan Tallman, on Amazon, and it's not even the house on the picture. Like, it's stupid.
Wait, so it's kind of like The Stranger Next Door, except it's
right.
The Cellmate Next Door. Oh man.
I think you should get sued if he lies though, because that's bullshit.
Maybe. I don't know. Thanks for letting me know though. That's definitely on my list of things to do.
Yeah, look it up on Amazon like right now. But don't buy it, you guys, because we don't want to give him money.
Well, no, I'll buy it and then I'll just read it to y'all.
Yeah, like don't give Dylan money. Like that piece of shit, $17.99. And we don't even know if he's lying.
Is it hardcover?
I don't know. Let me check. Paperback.
It's paperback. So they're still talking.
$17.99.
So how many pages is it? Does it say?
Let me look. Oh, and it has a picture of him on the back with like a cap and like his smug look.
Is his cap to the side?
You know? Yes. The author of this book served time in prison, celled up side by side with Chris. The two grew close and were co-authors at one point until recent complications. This book is basically a 7-month interview of Chris a year after his conviction. The writer brings the famous true crime story from an angle never before told, which is firsthand knowledge and directly from the source. And then Dylan says about the author, I wrote this last book in prison. The editing process took me a full year and it's finally published. I came from nothing, out of the mud, and trying to build back brick by brick. I want all of my readers to know that I'm credible to write a book like this because I have lived it. He's lived it, man. Bro, he's lived it. That 1 star.
Your reading of that description was spot on. Brick by brick. This is a captivating book about the cellmate next door. How Chris Watts stole my undies and Vaseline. The Dylan Tallman story.
God. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I believe he's lying about most of it. I do, because he wants to make money. So he has to make it salacious. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's got to be dramatic. Dun, dun, dun.
We've got to get Chris Watts on, like, I don't know, the Getting Out app or something to, like, release a comment or something. I don't know.
Chris, do you have any comments on this new book by Dylan Tallman?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to say in response? I'm curious.
I did not use Vaseline.
It was not Vaseline. It was lotion, damn it.
Oh, my Lord. That's so gross. Funny, too.
Oh, man. You made my night. You made my effing night. You know what? I'm going to get off here and look up.
I know. Do it. Nobody buy it. Nobody.
Like,
we don't want to get Dylan any money.
Oh, poor Dylan. Poor Dylan. Hopefully Dylan is getting his life on track, though. You know? I mean, for real. Like,
what was he in jail for? Okay, depending on what he was in
I don't
jail
think it
for.
was
What
anything
he in
like
jail
Chris was. But I think he's
Yeah,
been
but if it
a
was
frequent
rape
flyer.
or-
You know, he's been in and out.
Was it sexual assault,
Oh,
rape?
that I
like,
don't know. If it was, he can rot in hell.
Okay.
I don't know.
So it depends on what he's in jail for.
Yeah.
If not, okay, just give Dylan some money with that sideways hat. You know?
Right.
Still, I mean, we have to find out first.
Yeah, that's sideways hat. Oh, man. Well, thank you for letting me know. That makes my night for real. I got something to look forward to now. That will be funny.
Well, I can't wait until your commentary on it.
Yeah, me either.
All right, thanks. Okay, you guys have a good night.
Hey, you have a good night, too. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
All right, bye. Thank you so much, caller. Now we have some reading material to look into. Let's take a couple more calls, guys. 727-755-6001. Just call and let me know what's on your mind. You don't have to talk about anything in particular. Just let me know. I have to save extra money after buying all of the Chad Daybell autograph books. Yeah, it's nice to see you in here, Brian St. John. Brian St. John is like one of the people that's been around for a long time. He's been here before I've been here, I think, because you were here when I got here. When I arrived on the YouTube scene and on the streets, Brian St. John was there. He was like, "Who's J is for Justice?" It's good to see you, though. I like seeing, familiar names. It really becomes like your second home here. I bet he'd answer. Who? Oh, Chris. I'll try to get a statement. He didn't need the Vaseline or lotion. I'm not even reading that out loud, Ashley. You've chilled out. We all have, Brian. I think, things got intense for a while there. It's good to see you, though, for real. I never didn't like you. I didn't like all that fighting. I didn't like that fighting. That gives me anxiety. I'll try to get a statement. Leo. Morgan, yeah, you've been here a while, too. Edible hit mucho. Okay, here we go. We got a call.
Call from Wendell.
Hello, you are live on air with Jays for Justice. Who am I talking to? Hello? Mr. Wendell? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Hello, you're live. What's on your mind? Hello? Mr. Wendell? Oh, call back, 251. I lost you. 727-755-6001. Try to give me a call back. Phone lines are open. Let's light them up.
I'm sexy and I know it.
I remember when you and D-Wop played April Fools and told us Chris Watts broke out of prison. Oh my God, what a bunch of idiots we were, right? That is so funny. Brian, that was classic. We thought we were so funny. 727-755-6001. Let's hope not. Let's hope not, Mark. Hey, Mrs. Fletcher. Here we go, guys. We've got a caller.
From Island.
Island Thrifties, you are live on air with Jays for Justice. What's on your mind, girlfriend?
Hello, Miss J.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am wonderful. So I have two things.
Okay.
And my first one was with the missing children.
Yeah.
Project Veritas. Do you know them?
I've heard. Yes, I do.
James O'Keefe. They did a big undercover sting where there's like 800,000 missing unaccompanied children that have crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if some of those kids are them.
Right. Were they shipped off to Nashville, like from crossing the border and ended up in Nashville and they're missing?
Yeah, well, and some of them they were being used as slave labor.
Yeah, what a mess.
And having to because they have to pay to get here. Well, as soon as they get here, the cartels are like, oh, you have to pay more.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like in this never-ending cycle.
It's so scary.
But yeah, it is.
It was kind of shocking when I was reading through them and flipping through those 15 teens. Majority of them were Hispanic, and I was like,
yeah. But my second thought was with the guy. Have you seen all the intake, the increase in the teen suicides?
Yeah.
For sextortion?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That makes me wonder. Did he run away because maybe he had been?
Right. I mean, it makes you wonder.
Being blackmailed.
It makes you wonder too, Island, about the kid, the 16-year-old that was found deceased in that cemetery. What was that all about?
We still haven't even heard.
Nothing. Well, we heard that it was someone local and that they were respecting privacy. That's all we know.
Yeah.
But they said it wasn't Sebastian, I guess. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of weird things that have happened surrounding this case for sure.
Yeah. But if this guy was going after minors,
yeah.
Maybe he was blackmailing Sebastian.
Mhm.
It's always a thought.
Right. We really need to keep our eye on this one, I think, and try to find out more about his charges as things progress. Because they're bringing
Yeah.
him down. So I don't understand what that means. Like, he committed the crimes. It sounds like it said ongoing SA. So he would have had to have been in person at some point, right?
Yeah, and he crossed state lines.
It's really scary. It's terrifying. He's 19. So you know this dude, he probably had help doing things online. You know, birds of a feather.
Yep, like old Stefan.
Yep, it's terrifying.
But that were my two thoughts.
I love your thoughts. Thank you for calling in, Island. And are you traveling or are you staying put right now?
I'm staying put right now till Friday, and then I'm driving to Texas.
Okay, well, at least I know for the next 2 days you're staying put. So on Friday, we can all start keeping track of you again as you make your trek across the country.
Yep.
We'll be
You just never know where I'll end up.
I know. We're going to be on Island Watch Friday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, girl, for your support and, always, and for calling in. I appreciate you.
All right. I love you, Jay, and I
you.
love the mods, and I love the chat.
Yep.
And mwah.
Mwah. All right. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Good night. I almost said good night, guys. Thank you so much, Island. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some diving into this. Again, this guy's name is Matthew Moklak, and the source was Hendersonville Police Department releasing this photo of this disgusting individual who he's got people he talks to online other than the kids that he is accused of doing really, really bad things to. Let's take another call. 727-755-6001. 617, try to call back. I missed your call. 617. Let's see if 617 can get through. When did Nick Bear say Ellie was working on 2 leads? That was just when I put that video out. It was that day. What's this guy's name on screen? That's 19. It is, let me scroll up so you can see it. It's right underneath this picture. I don't know if you can read it. Matthew Moklak. I'll drop it in the chat. We got a caller. You are live on air with Jay. What's on your mind?
Hey, Jay, it's Cricket.
Hi, Cricket.
You hear an echo, do you?
I don't.
Okay, so I'm calling because I am bringing up the first day that this took place, father and a son who was searching before the police even really got there and had their team all started.
Uh-huh.
And, it was...
Cricket, you're cutting in and out on me. I don't know if it's you or me, though.
Weird is happening.
It's like
Sounds
every
better?
other word I'm missing. I can kind of make out, though, and I want to hear what you have to say.
Can you hear me now better?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the boy fit the description, Sebastian. Police, if you remember, with the dispatch saying that the boy and his father who were searching
In the creek?
were mentioned again. He was just searching like in by the woods.
Just helping. I'm going to have to play the
Before the
dispatch
police
again.
even had their search done.
They were already
It
out
wasn't
there.
even started yet.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
Right around the time when you heard about the or whatever, that weird thing in the woods or whatever. Buddy, not even Bobby, a neighbor in that neighborhood, and with his son searching.
Not even Bobby what?
Isn't that kind of strange? Not even Bobby mentions Ian and his son searching. And the other strange thing is, like about Sebastian's age, he would have been in school.
True.
How would he be out searching?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old
What he
her
talks
kids are.
about? Strange.
Sorry,
what
you're
about
cutting in and out on me. I can kind of make out what you're saying.
Kendo has
I'm
just
going to play
donated
this
$10.
dispatch.
You're
I
the
don't know if
best,
you can
Jay.
hear me. Because I'm only
It's
hearing,
not working.
I know, I'm only hearing like every other word. But I just pulled up the
Another
dispatch.
time. I'll let you go.
All right, I'm going to play the dispatch. Thank you, Cricket. Love ya. Oh, I can't hear her. Oh, what a bummer. Dang it. Sorry, Cricket. I wish I could hear you, but you know what? You bring up such an interesting thing. Let's go ahead and play this dispatch audio. We're not going to play it with video. We're just going to listen. Put your listening ears on. We're going to roll this footage. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Missing. 1008 Trevor Court, 1008 Trevor Court, Hendersonville. Caller advised that a 15-year-old girl not in the bed. We are white male, 30 blonde hair, approximately 5 foot, 120 pounds. I was going to be wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants. 2 members have a form of autism. This is the first time it happened. I was going to be in the home before midnight. The doors are locked at this time.
Did Warner out?
Central to 47-180 Warren 12. Juvenile. Went to the house. The mother is driving around looking for him in a Victoria Place subdivision, and she is driving a baby blue Infiniti.
Let's get there and see what's going on. Go on, search of that residence. We'll go from there. In the area. Check on all that. Just seeing it.
You can attend the assist hot and route to the missing juvenile. I said, there's no medical center ER, center station ER, center regional ER, and filing, all clear, up to juvenile. I think the advice the red has been launched at 7:45.
And I picked Trevor back up, going into the construction site over here, back towards the beach.
That's awful bloody. Do you see any footprints, anything? Couldn't have any shoes.
I do have some footprints.
Right there where you're standing?
Yeah, leading right over here to the retaining.
No shoes, just footprints?
He literally dove into it. Max led me straight to the retaining. Into the water.
Have you seen any prints around it?
There was a few footprints in some of the softer dirt. Headed straight this way on the track that he was running.
Do we have a picture yet? That's important. What was that heat signature at? Where the riprap is, where the trees are. 25 feet, maybe out in 30 minutes. Hey guys, the construction zone, there's another pond. There's somebody standing in the woods. It looks like a person. It is a person we know, but there's another pond. He's standing back there by himself. Past the construction zone, in the same area back there. Yeah, the north end of it, yeah. Down over here, go straight back. There's a person in the woods by that pond. There's the house on the other side of the tree line.
Going back toward the beach, or going on the back side?
Yeah, on the back side, and he's not moving. He's just standing there by himself in the woods.
It's Hendersonville 517. I'm on the northeast corner in the cemetery across the tree line. Am I close?
No, the back side. Mickey, if you can, do you have anybody there with you? Stand by. Let me see if I can find them on that. I got my drone gun for the moment, and I'll see if I can do it. Bring it over. One of the two. I'm in my truck. Two, there's four of us on foot coming across the yard, start directions. 19 on the same. Straight in, straight in. Keep it on. Go left, go left.
Sorry, guys.
Just come back, you passed it. Won't be there. Won't block what you're going. Into the woods, it's woods.
Sorry,
you should be
guys.
about 15 foot from it.
We don't know what we don't know.
You should be all over whatever it is right there. The two people walking the woods. It's a mannequin.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Look just like a person from the air. Here's the 66. What's the name of the child that we're looking for?
Sorry, guys.
First name is Pat. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? First name is Pat. Last clothing description was black sweatpants with a white stripe, black long sleeve t-shirt with a print. Nikki, how many drones do you all have up? One at the moment. I've got mine ground so I can get started up. I'll be back in the air.
I think you said Nikki. Nikki. So it's not Nick anymore, guys. It's Nikki. Nikki, how many drones do you have in the air? Because down in Tennessee, you're not Nick. You're Nikki or Billy or Robbie. You always have that little boy name like Bobby.
So I can get started up.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'll be back in the air momentarily. 29 Central on scene. Put 2 out early. And has anybody been there since the initial? There's a whole bunch of people here. 4 in the moment. Can you have me listen to the radio? I don't know if Dan until we wrap this up, please. Yes, sir.
Brandon, you've got Hendersonville Mounted Patrol coming up there, and Joe's sending some more cars if we can start from the beginning, from the original house, and set up a new plan up there.
Yeah, boy, that's
Okay,
what we're doing
that
now,
was
thank you.
interesting. And this is at 8:44 a.m. They are going back and starting back at the house again. Something threw them off from when they were out there. What, they get there at 7 something? By 8:44 a.m., they're like, who's at the house? He's like, a bunch of people, 4 people and the mom. And then he's like, all right, we need to get back to the house and start over.
One hour years, a neighbor advised that he's found the child under his son's car, which is across the street, 2 doors up. So
Okay, across the street, 2 doors up is where he was under the car. Now think back to that January 16th video.
be sure and search under cars and under things.
Who do you want to go with this other canine search and rescue?
I just talked to the GC, the construction back here. He's going to start getting the word out to all his crews that are out here working. Everybody, 94 to 1,000. Swing to the game plan and reconvene.
Hey, Burgett, can you put a drone right over top of this trash can, this dumpster?
Thank you, Shel.
188. Van 184 is going to send you a picture.
Did I miss the part where the kid is out there? I don't think it was before the cops got there, though.
You send out a code red for 1,008 Stafford.
Code red was sent out at 0745 this morning.
2-4. We will send that in good. Can we retry that, please?
Yes, we'll do.
12-188. Go ahead, sir. Can you come to 1,008, please? 12 to any units that are going to be assisting with 1,008. Please come to 1,008 Stafford Court now, please.
Start at the beginning of Kelly Lane 1,000. We're going to work our way north up Kelly Lane. That's fine. I'll get these 2 houses right here, and we'll take the right side. The white Ford truck, that's the Hendersonville officer's house. That's with me. No, that house hasn't been checked. The next house up from is a white Ford in the driveway.
We log a neighborhood Facebook page. Post was made. 1023 check. No motion on camera.
Unit discovered. Give an additional caller call in that was in his head. Stating she saw someone that made the description on Hogan's branch. Male with sandy blonde hair, with a bag wrapped around his head. Chest days yellow and a reflective jacket. Approximately 2 hours ago.
30 command. 139 World End has a camera, but nobody's answering the door.
He had some ties at White House High School, and every time he got in trouble, he wanted to go back to White House, so I notified White House PD, and I notified this early.
This one. This way up the camera is correct.
It's careful. Nobody's answering. Nobody's home.
Your reference that address. Please run a registration check on testing tab.
This is interesting, this Mercedes, too.
So, sir.
Expected 2012 BMW, 55 color, registered.
2012 BMW. Why did that come up, you know?
Other address. Confirm NSR.
Confirm NSR. What does NSR mean? Does anybody know? I don't know what that means.
You can't see if you can find any information. I'm sure we can look up on phone number or something. We would appreciate it.
Command unit at Stafford Court. When you check a residence, please give me the numeric
Any numbers that have checked it, whether or not you made contact with anybody?
Made contact with 1000 Killing Lane. He checked all the cameras. Nothing was on. No answer at 102 or 103 Killing Lane. 105 answered, hasn't seen it. Nothing on ring doorbell.
You're saying 102 is it 1002?
1002, I'm sorry.
Did you ask if he had any white purple hoodie?
I don't have to answer no, but just find out if he owns a white purple hoodie with Hendersonville on it.
Can I ask?
Mom doesn't know, just told me.
Yeah.
Cricket, I think that Mercedes had a boat, and I think that was the Cajun Army. I think that was when the Cajun Army was there. That might have been their Mercedes. I don't know. There was a black BMW that they ran the plate on.
They were at Dragon Square last night.
They said that Sebastian, when he got in trouble, he always wanted to go back to White House. That's what they said.
Just bowling. Do you have a unit go there to make sure that he hasn't returned there?
1015 had ring cameras, but didn't pick up anything.
517 Hendersonville is with me. 1000 contact and seen anything, nothing on ring doorbell. 1012 Killing Lane through 20. 1012 go through the entire. The lady at 1032 Killing runs the neighborhood Facebook page, and she's updating it to request people looking at crawl spaces in hidden areas. Hey, on at 1000 Killing Lane, did y'all happen to check the crawl space? I'll have to check my list, but if it wasn't locked from the outside, it was checked.
1018 Stafford. They are reviewing their camera footage right now. I need some contact me. Cameras
We're at
checked.
10:06 a.m.
24 year low volume. I got cameras checked.
1018. I'll be on at St. John Missionary 1085.
Resident at 1028 Killing Lane states that he just saw a kid with a black shirt, black shorts, and a phone in his hand coming across the construction. When he made contact with this gentleman, the subject went straight back to the woods at the top of Killing Lane.
I just talked to him. He's one helping.
Okay, that's weird. There's a gentleman that they spoke to that when they made contact with him, he went back into the woods. Who does that? Cricket, I'm confused. White House, Tennessee. He went to White House schools. And the guy on the screen is a man who was arrested in Illinois. He is being extradited to Hendersonville to face charges against children. His name is Matthew Moklak. And we plan on deep diving into this 19-year-old's life. Yeah, I just talked to him. He's the one helping. Listen to this.
States that he just saw a kid with a black shirt.
You can hear the neighbor or whoever saw it. You can hear them like reiterating what they just saw. Listen.
Black shorts, and a phone in his hand coming across the construction. When he made contact with this gentleman, the subject went straight back to the woods at the top of Killing Lane.
I just talked to him. He's one helping.
Well, thank you.
12 units, when you're done with your assignment, please come back to 1008 Stafford.
1023, 24, 18, and 16 Stafford. They ring cameras, nothing control. Operations have started at Little Bend Drive. St. John Baptist is still on the wall. And we want dumpsters and all three stuff is been through also. They're making it.
10-4, are you going back to Stafford?
Can't search, but general area.
1026 Killing Lane, no contact. 1028 made contact, nothing on their cameras. And 1030 contact, nothing on their cameras, and nothing in the treehouse behind the house. 10-4. Man, all houses on Killing Lane have been checked.
Ray, those woods on that side of Long Hall, we were unable to fly to due to the distance with the drones. So those big woods to the south of the house, we haven't been able to shut off. All properties on Sandy Wood Court have been checked. We're starting on Honeysuckle now.
Yeah, 3293 Long Hall Pike, beyond the creek, and checking that cave behind the house.
I'm almost back to the house. Meet my partner.
I crawled back into the cave as far as I could go before it got muddy. No footprints, and it's collapsed. Only in about 10 feet.
10-4, but you're out of it, correct?
I think so, Trevor.
Trooper Grinder has himself and a few troopers. They're going to hit the roads outside of our immediate vicinity and just look for him walking down the roadway somewhere.
3301 Long Hall Pike has been cleared. Stone House, several outbuildings have been cleared. They're unlocked if anyone wants to look.
I just sent you the endangered poster. If you can put that on our social media, please.
12 to 188.
Good.
Did y'all check inside each one of those buses behind TW Hunter?
247, we check them off.
Okay, well, we're about the three closest to the building. We had Trenchville to respond to the area of National Pike and Carrying Road. There's a juvenile in that area wearing black pants and a red t-shirt. We're shaking back and forth like he autism. It was just reported to us.
Shaky
outside of Long Hollow from Killing Lane to Center Point has been checked.
Can you check the field houses that are up on top of the hill by the practice field back behind TW Hunter? I don't see that anybody has tracked through there on foot.
The school has been a really big focal point throughout this case, too. Like, we have them at TW Hunter. We have, Seth always at the school. It seems like they're always at the school for some reason.
One, my starting location is clear. Residents in Bourne 3221 Long Hall Pike is clear. And from my starting location to Shackle Island, I've walked the entire creek bed and the other two is clear.
Leo, they said, oh, that's the one that's helping. And they were like, oh, okay. It's kind of like, sorry, guys. Look like a person from up here.
Myself and 182 have been behind TW Hunter, all the way behind Beach, football field and baseball field, up in the fields, checking true lines, all the way to the cemetery.
Okay, so what I'm curious about is during this search, right, the kids would have all been in school. Was like the school searched? Were they like in the school, like checking closets? I'm really fucking confused right now. Excuse my language, but they're at his school and school's in session. Were they just looking around the school or did they like go? I'm confused. Did LE talk to that guy, show Sebastian's photo and it not be him? Was this not him? I need to know. I don't know. There's another one of a kid that they see in a black shirt. Listen.
Behind Beach Road, Street. We'll still here so far, clear. Simple. Myself and 182, we're not ourselves around to the front of the schools, inside school kid, we're still there.
Very well, we get along like.
I mean, I guess I would hope at this point that they were trying to talk to kids he spoke to at school, like pulling them out of class and saying, when's the last time you talked to Sebastian? You know, if you spoke to him outside of school.
Yes.
Go ahead, 3.
The bus and the shed have been checked at 3220.
Thank you. You and your partner stop at Willow Bend and go house to house, Willow Bend, check all those, please. See what people have driven through. If it doesn't look like they went house to house.
Everybody else on Honeysuckle has been checked. People have answered the door have only seen the freshman this morning, nothing else.
The White House and Red Barn adjacent to TW Hunter, 2105 New Oak.
Here we are. They said TW Hunter again. TW Hunter is his school.
THP has joined in with myself and 517 on Willow Bend to check out.
The big holding pond has been cleared by Hendersonville Fire. They're going to rehab at Shackle Island for a bit, then go to the one over by the cemetery.
Field houses behind Beach, soccer field's been searched. We're going to head over to the side field house across the street from the firehouse.
106, 108, 110, 112, Willowbrook, all check, no contact with any homeowners, and none of these houses have cross spaces.
Beach football complex.
Were you also searching that area?
Yes, sir.
Made contact with a realtor at 114, hasn't seen him, and all the rooms have been cleared. 116, made contact with that homeowner. He said he has seen that child walking in the neighborhood in past times, but not recently.
The main field house next to the
Okay, so somebody on Honeysuckle said that they saw that child at past times, but not recently. So that tells me that Sebastian wandered around on Honeysuckle Drive, which is a couple streets up.
Annex has been completely searched, all clear. It's got a beach softball, beach football. It's the one next to the Beach Roman Church, between it and the first annex. It's the main football complex.
Me and Marshall is back here in the back of the cemetery back here.
No contact with anyone, and his truck is not here either.
So thank you, like, you're trying to get in her driveway in your car.
No contact with, what was that? And his truck is not here either. This is at 11:56.
Beach football. It's the one next to the Beach Roman Church, between it and the first annex. It's the main football complex.
Me and Marshall is back here in the back of the cemetery back here.
No contact with anyone, and his truck is not here either.
So thank you, like, you're trying to get in her driveway in your cars. And is the key there by chance?
It is, but it's locked.
Okay, so she's trying to get in the driveway. We haven't process.
Call came in at 6:33 this morning.
Great, thank you. Anyway, we just put everything out around at the house.
Okay, that's interesting. The call came in at 6:33, so that's the dispatcher saying that. But remember, they didn't call 911, so the dispatcher got the call from someone else. Okay, the dispatcher didn't get the call till 6:33. Chris Proudfoot said that the call was made to the sheriff's department at or around 6:20, to be exact. So from 6:20 to 6:33, what was being said on Chris Proudfoot's private call that he made directly to somebody in the sheriff's department, right? That's a lot of minutes if it happened at 6:20.
See the picture of anything?
So you're breaking off fuel gallons for refuel.
Refuel.
The creek from Worsham's to New Shackle One Hollow in the bridge there, full been checked.
What's your location?
And you guys, I would have to assume if there was camera footage at Worsham's, they were going door to door for camera footage, and the fact that they were really focusing over by Worsham's and the school and that whole cluster area, it tells me that they did probably look for camera footage everywhere, not just in Sebastian's neighborhood. They had to have asked the school, Worsham's, whatever, structures have cameras around there. I'm sure they got them all.
Housing by Roland and Thornton's right now. I just got a phone call. Kid mentioned the descriptions hiding under the bridge. Lower station camp behind the market. I'll be around. I'm close.
Did we get somebody else on the other side of her nursery to come down? She stated that he could be on that side. 446, what was the last thing? Just under the bridge.
How do you know that,
she stated that when she went down to turn around, he was on 446. Did you talk to the plant?
So at 4 PM, they got someone calling in saying he was there, and then she turned around. Hold on a second here. Who's this blonde in leggings? I want to know if she was wearing Ugg boots. Was she wearing Ugg boots? Because someone called at 4 PM to say they saw Sebastian under a bridge. They turned around and went back, and the kid was gone. And they were just standing on the bridge when the cops came back. Listen again. think purple furry boots.
Other side of her nursery, they're come down. She stated that he could be on that side. 446, what was the last thing? Just under the bridge. She stated that when she went down to turn around, he was on 446. Did you talk to his client? She's still by the bridge. Sure. White female, black leggings, I believe. Blonde hair. So 447, 446. You see any track that way? I'm taking Creek Cobra to see the track. 446 to 447. Hold your location, please. I'm on foot now.
10-4. I know they got the dog up there.
Helicopter coming back to you. 158 upper station.
The resident says the ETA, approximately 5 minutes ago, somebody walked through that gate right below you.
There's somebody in black.
Right here, right here.
There's a deputy at 158.
Did you hear that? There's somebody in black. There's somebody in black.
I saw somebody in black on the tree line. I don't know if it's one of our guys.
I think it was one of their guys.
Yeah, there's two law enforcement guys walking back here off the tree line. Go through there.
12 to 4.
Thank you so much.
How long have they
Tiffany.
lived in that house? A year.
Okay, how long have they lived in that house? A year?
Tiffany B has just donated
Tiffany B, thank you so much for generously donating through J4J411.live.
Thanks for another great stream.
I appreciate you so much.
Where were we at before? Cambridge Farms, Gal. 449 Remington in Cambridge Farms. White male, gray t-shirt, white pants. They didn't get to see his face, kind of shaggy blonde hair.
We'll be out at lower station, Scarlet, and big station with a male, white male juvenile, and four-wheeler in the creek.
Who checked out with the juvenile on Station Gal?
This is not going to be our missing juvenile. He's with his father in the creek.
I made contact with the male, the caller, and the truck called out. It's not our subject.
And that's where it ends. That's the last thing. It was people out in a creek with their dad, I guess, searching. Crazy, huh? I don't know what Mercedes you're talking about, Cricket. Let me see if I can satisfy your curiosity. It might be, are you talking about at the park? And you guys, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We were talking about this guy. His name is Matthew Moklak. He was arrested in Illinois, to be exact. He was arrested in Villa Park, Illinois on June 20th, and it was announced today he is being extradited to Hendersonville for numerous charges against children. Yeah, with his father in the creek. It's weird. It's weird. I'm wondering if this is the Mercedes you're talking about, though. I know there's one where it's holding a boat. That's a white one. But the one with the JLR, they actually talked to a man in a black SUV, but they're just giving him like flyers. Is this going to be it? Okay, here it is. He's talking about farting. That's the lab. JLR and stuff. Here we go. So in one of these parking lots, they actually are giving flyers to someone. I don't know if that's right here. Patient missed it. I just dropped it again.
I just dropped them all.
Is that what you're talking about, Cricket? Give them more.
Running around, I was flying over here the rest of the week, you know. Is it you? Oh, you? I was like, maybe I can put it out. Hey. I don't think you are.
Thanks, Karen.
I don't care, man.
I think those pants he's wearing. Okay, is that what you're talking about, Cricket? Yeah, that's a passerby. And then there is like a Mercedes vehicle in the I'm sorry, in the interview where Seth is standing in a parking lot like wide open. There's a white Mercedes, but it has a boat attached to it. But then here at the end as well of this video, I think at the very end they talk to another couple. And I was watching this again last night. And I was like, wouldn't it be wild if this was like agents? I mean, like nobody's there. The park's fucking closed. And these, okay, just hear me out. Let's everybody put on our tinfoil hats for a moment, okay? Put your tinfoil hats on and think about the fact that this park is closed, right? It's literally like National Lampoon's like, sorry folks, park's closed, okay? And these people come with their accents that are not Tennessee, like total tourists. They're at this closed park, okay? So let's take a listen to this interaction and let's watch this interaction. Let me get this creepoid off. But I was just like, how random is this interaction? It's just so Weird to me. All right, so we've got our tinfoil hats on. Let's watch. Law enforcement clears people all the time, and the parents, they want to clear right away. They don't want to be clearing people 4 months in. They want to clear those. Oh my gosh, why do I have to talk over this? I might have to go find JLR's version. Parents right away, so they can explore other options.
Umbrella. Okay, we're going to keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossfield. Leave in the car and one will keep with us.
Aw, what nice people. Wait, my mic is static? Hold on. Let me close a couple windows down. Is it better now? Hello, hello? I always say hello, hello. Is it better? I need to wait. I need to wait and find out if it's okay. Is that Swedish? Yeah, I just had too many windows open. Sorry about that. I don't know. What is that accent? They both have shades on. They're both wearing hats. Like, where are they going? Where are they getting out and going? I do have the ruckus file. Let's keep watching.
Sure.
I'm gonna put him on my Facebook too.
Oh, but nice people.
You said he was missing 1 hour and a half from here. Where is it? Northwest Nashville. Okay.
North. See how he. Put a 1 in chat if my audio is fine on everything right now. Let me know. Put a 1 if my audio is fine right now. Please. I don't want to keep playing if it's staticky. It's still staticky for me or the video? Is the video okay? Am I okay? Let me know. My mic sounds shitty. That's really strange, though. I don't like that. Okay, let me try the video again. Let me know if it's better, okay?
We're going to keep an eye on it. You're welcome. You too.
I think he's a little confused. Okay, let me go to JLR's video. So I don't have my commentary in the background. We can just watch it straight through. So this is towards the end. Hopefully you guys can hear me fine. I had the volume boost on. That might be a reason why. I turned it off, so. Okay, let's watch how this interaction took place. Here we go.
How we doing today?
Where did it happen in Hendersonville, Tennessee? About an hour and a half from here. I saw the
Umbrella.
Okay, we're going to keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossfield. Leave in the car and one will keep with us.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna put him on my Facebook too.
So where did you say he was missing 1 hour and a half from here? Where is it? Northwest Nashville. Okay. We're gonna keep an eye on it. You're welcome. You too.
Okay, I noticed something, and I'm sorry if I'm staticky. I don't know what's wrong with it. But did you notice that he said Hendersonville was northwest of Nashville? Because it's not, is it? I mean, I've looked at the map a dozen times. It's clearly northeast of Nashville. Northeast. Why is his ass saying northwest? Let's listen to this again. Does Seth just not know his directions? I mean, how are you a corrections officer if you don't know your directions?
How we doing today?
the orange umbrella.
Okay, we're going to keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossville. Right,
We are together.
leave in the car and one will keep with us.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Sure.
Gonna put him on my Facebook too. Don't
So
worry.
where did you say he was missing? 1 hour and a half from here? Where is it? Northwest of Nashville. Okay. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on it. You're welcome. You too.
Amen. Me too.
Okay, well, first of all, if you're looking for your kid and you want to describe where he went missing from, you're going to know the direction. He lives northwest of Nashville. Yeah, I mean, there's no one else there, you guys. The park's closed. There's no one here. I mean, there's random vehicles that come through. Here's another one. Watch. This is a closed park, but we have randos. Watch. Here we go. Here's another one.
Your flashlight fell out the door.
Your flashlight fell out the door. Oh. Oh. Oh, his flashlight.
Bing bang.
Hi, how you doing today, ma'am? My name is Sebastian.
This woman's just randomly by herself in this closed park. She's just all alone. This is a lady by herself. Hold on. This is a lady all alone in a closed park in March. It kind of makes you wonder who these people they had encounters with were. Does it not? I mean, Seth announced the night before he did this search that he was going to do it. He was on Josh's the night before, for one.
See anything down there? Why does it look weird? Huh? Why does it look weird?
Okay, I have goosebumps too. What is going on in this water? Seth goes, why does that look weird? What is that?
See anything down there?
This is the swimming beach.
Why does it look weird? Huh?
This is the swimming beach. And there's a bridge that goes across that water as well.
Why does it look weird?
I know, what is that? Is it like pipes or something? What are they doing? Is that the swimming area? Like, I don't understand. It's the swimming area. Thank you, Linda Lou. With a girl named Linda Lou. Well, yeah, I'm looking for something weird, Davy Jones, because Seth just said, why does that look weird? It's netting for soil erosion, said Karen Powers. Davy Jones, he said it looked weird. What are you talking about? And that's why we talk it through and figure out what the F it is, Davy. Deliver Colonel Sanders down to Davy Jones' locker. Davy, prove it. Prove it. I've never seen that. We have tons of freshwater lakes in Michigan. I've never seen nets. I've never seen that. It's weird. Why are you picking on Seth?
Sebastian!
That goes like shit, dude.
Northern beans, I don't know. Look, Davy Jones, I am not trying to manipulate anyone. We're watching a video and talking through it. Seth said, why does this look weird? And I said, oh, that is weird. What is that? Chill the hell out, Davy. Or you know what, better yet, you want to call in, Davy, if you've got so much to say. Nope, yeah, you know what, better yet, you either shut your lips and chat or call in. You've got two options. You've got two options, Davy Jones. I'll go back and open up the damn phone lines just for you, Davy. They are open. 727-755-6001. Call me. Call me, Davy. Let's talk this out. They're so uncomfortable with JLR. They know he's filming, but like it's so awkward. 727-755-6001. Call me, Davy. Let's talk this out. I'm not going to argue with you in chat. Tell me how I'm being manipulated, Davy. Call me. Tell me how I'm being manipulated, because I'm not going to fight with you. It's much easier to verbally talk it out. 727-755-6001, Davey.
How we doing today? Hey.
727-755-6001, Davey. The line is open.
Where did it happen in Hendersonville, Tennessee? About an hour and a half from here. He's missing for 3 weeks. He's autistic.
I saw the Alex.
Thank you, Tiff.
Umbrella.
Okay, we're going to keep an eye. We are leaving here next week and going to Crossfield. Right,
Okay,
leave it on the, on the,
we are
no,
together.
no, leave in the car and the one we keep in first.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Everybody sees it. I mean, every person that sees it, you can go somewhere and leave it in the fire. Sure. Okay.
Better put him on my Facebook too.
So where did you say he was missing? 1 hour and a half from here? Where is it? Northwest of Nashville. Okay. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on it. You're welcome. You too.
Amen. Me too.
So yeah, he was like, he's missing an hour and a half away. I think he was kind of confused. Why are you looking here? 727-755-6001 is the phone number. Davey, you are more than welcome to call in. I don't want to argue with you. I'd like to hear why you think I'm wrong. This video was done 3 months ago on March 22nd, 2024. JLR Investigates. Hello, Sandra. Wind at 18 miles. Well, I don't, Natchez State Park, I don't know how far it is. Hour and a half northwest, he said. They are really sweet cows. Thank you, Tiffany Byers, for donating those memberships. March 22nd, this is 3 months ago. This is JLR Investigates. Oh, we're getting the haters coming in now. Because we're watching a video of Seth Rogers himself. He has excuses. I know they say I make fun of the accents, but I'm married to a Georgia boy. Make it make sense. Oh, that's right. He's Southern, not country. I mean, if he's got something to say, I'm more than welcome. He's more than welcome to call in and let's talk it out. You shouldn't be hearing anything but me. Hey, Lee. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Davy Jones, everybody who listens has their own brain. They have their own brain. No, I'm giving them an opportunity because I'm not going to go back and forth. Pearl Girl, I'm country cornbread. It's chicken today and feathers tomorrow. And that's just the way it be. So maybe we should keep playing this, Granny. Maybe there's something to this. The beep beep, the flash flash, all that bullshit. Look at that flashlight in his hand, too. Let's talk about that. Can we talk about the flashlight that he's carrying around in broad daylight? Make it make sense. 2 flashlights. Yo. 2 flashlights. Look. Just saying. I see 2 mag lights. I spy with my little eye, Davey. Oh, Davey's in timeout. 727-755-6001, Davey. Or anybody else that wants to talk about this. I have bad static. Let me turn off that volume booster. I probably just fucked y'all up. Yeah, he wants to distract. It makes you wonder why these people pop out of nowhere wanting to distract a stream where we're just watching. Let me turn the gain off here. I'm sorry, I probably blew your eardrums out. From watching their own actions. Look at the flashlights in action, y'all.
It's empty. Yeah. The door locked. I see anything in there. What?
Broad ass daylight.
Normally it's an open floor plan.
He just went nah and walked away. What? He literally went nah and walked away. He didn't even touch the doorknob, and I am not picking him apart. I'm watching what he's doing. He didn't even touch the fucking doorknob. Is he supposed to be touching the doorknob? Does someone live here? Is someone? What is this? He'll look. Sandwich. Okay, now this guy is just randomly happens to be sitting in the parking lot with his brakes on. He's just sitting there. Seth's truck is pulled up to the camp store or whatever, the park store. And this random SUV is in the parking lot. Now watch.
So what they're doing is they're going from these old abandoned and old buildings. Some of them are locked. They're just checking the crawl space. They're just looking around for any where to find Sebastian. That's Sebastian's father, Seth, biological father. He's also talking to people in the area. They got flyer, sometimes handing out flyers to certain people. I've seen him do it up at the McDonald's near here, bringing awareness. This is what a father is doing to try to find answers for what happened to his son, 15-year-old son.
Where did the guy that he works with, where did Jones go? Because he was there in the very beginning. This is 2102. Look at the very beginning. This was the team. You don't think it's staged? Then why have him come out there to video that? They asked JLR to Seth asked JLR to come out there to search, to video. He knows what JLR does. Seth contacted JLR. Why? For awareness?
Space. They're just looking around for any where to find Sebastian. That's Sebastian's father, Seth, biological father. He's also talking to people in the area. They got flyer, sometimes handing out flyers to certain people. I've seen him do it up at the McDonald's near here, bringing awareness. This is what a father is doing to try to find answers for what happened to his son, 15-year-old son.
Okay, so Jaden is hanging up a flyer. Wait, shit. Got that flashlight in his right hand, too. What the hell is so funny? Isn't that bizarre? Yes, I say Seth. It says camp store closed for season. Yeah, I don't know what's so funny. That's a pretty loud ass laugh if you ask me. No solicitors, no smoking, closed. Camp store closed. But this rando was just sitting there when they come walking back from the woods. Tammy, you don't have to be sorry. They're all suspects.
Sebastian's more important than whatever the hell they're advertising.
So they go into here and he says Sebastian's more important than whatever the hell they're advertising. These look like homes. I mean, they're trying the... Oh, this is weird. Yes, Jesse. Yep, they're hanging flyers in a closed park for the season. You got it.
But with fuzzy slippers and lip gloss.
No, that's not Trevor. That's Jaden. Trevor Lee, no, it's not you. Hey, Trevor. Trevor, what do you think about this search? Wait, Trevor Lee, I'm sure you've heard about the guy in Illinois that was arrested and he's being extradited to Sumner County for the child crimes. I put the link in the description of my video if you haven't seen it, but I'm sure you have. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. And this is not Trevor Lee. This is a guy named Jaden. So Seth's mom got a tip from a psychic, is what I heard, and his mom told him to go there. I closed down the phone line, Joe. My computer's acting up.
Yes, no. I can find my truck right up there. It's locked. See, I can
Here we go with the freaking beeping that drives me crazy.
Why is it somewhat broken?
March 22nd. March 22nd.
Maybe.
When this is over, maybe I can... Here we go.
More. Hold it. Right there. Nada. Nada. Alright, tailgate up. Thank you.
It's in the description, D.
Check this.
All right, this is March 22nd. All right. Trevor, do you want to call in? I'll open the phone back up for you. Let me open it up. I'd love to chat with Trevor for a few minutes. I know it's getting late. I've got it open, 727-755-6001 if you want to call in, Trev.
If it's locked, he ain't gonna get in there either. Yep.
No pressure, Trev, if you can't call. It's fine. I just know everybody was asking you to. And I'd love to talk to you. Same day Riley's body was found. So JLR was in Nashville for Riley. And then Seth got a hold of him and said, will you come here? And met him for this search. That's what happened. And JLR was going to go to Alabama for the Carly Russell hearing, and he didn't go. He didn't go. He went and met Seth instead. I mean, there's boats in here and stuff. This is people's stuff. And he's talking about searchers going on people's property.
Sebastian? Bing bang.
Oh, yay. Hopefully it's Trevor. I think it is.
From
Trevor.
Hello, Mr. Trevor.
Hello, hello.
Hey, thanks for calling in.
Of course, thanks for having me. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. Hopefully everybody can hear you okay. So what's going on? What's on your mind lately? We haven't really heard from you. You did a great job on JLR. Keeping Sebastian's name out there.
At least as far as the public part, kind of, back off with all that happened specifically, with the Tony and Seth situation. But I mean, we're always looking, to make sure flyers are getting up, and I know people are out there searching. It's not something that people have given up on.
No, definitely not. And I know you won't give up. We won't here either. I definitely want to keep his name out there. But I just keep going back and forth on theories in my mind of what could have happened. And I don't know, this latest thing out of Illinois, it really made my antennas go up.
Yeah, that was very troubling, and I know that's going to create a lot of waves, at least for a little bit, when that article gets around, with the fact that it includes, that he's involved in Hendersonville and he was extradited back, and that's where he's being charged.
I know, it'll be interesting to see what he was exactly doing and who else he could be involved with. I mean, he's only 19. That's a lot of charges.
Yeah, and usually in those kind of situations, it only grows. The charges, they get you for what they have right then, and then sometimes it'll build, or somebody will see that he's been arrested, and they'll come forward, and more victims or things of that nature, so he could be looking at even more.
So true, so true. And it makes me think of the Delphi case with that Keegan Klein. I don't know if you followed that one, but
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sickening. So where do you stand on everything right now? Are you open to everything like the rest of us?
Yeah, I mean, I think that anything is possible, and I mean, I don't think, just as they've said they haven't ruled anything out, I don't think that we should either. I mean, within reason.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think about the flashlight video? What are your thoughts on that overall?
Yeah, I go back and forth. I've seen, it's been said that it's a trash truck. That's what it seems to have actually been. But the way that video was cropped and put out is very odd, because it doesn't look that way through that video. But then apparently with the full video, when they pull it back, it's a trash truck.
Interesting. And I wonder, what are the identifiers that make them see a trash truck? Is it the lights?
I believe it's the lights, and then possibly even the route and timing of the specific truck that morning.
Interesting. Do you have any updates while I've got you on about let's talk about Summer? Is there anything new that is going on in the Summer Wells case?
Nothing new, unfortunately. I mean, we just passed the 3-year mark. There was a beautiful event put on that day called Summer's Day they've done each year. So we went to that. And there was a butterfly release. Flyers were given out. I closed this out. We had a long prayer at the end for just all of the missing. It was a good event. It was very somber, of course. Nobody thought we'd be here 3 years later. I look back at some of my earliest posts from the first few days and when it all came out, and it's just mind-blowing that we're still here without any answers.
It sure is. It sure is. So what are your feelings? Okay, because I know you've gone through the ringer with some of these cases, right? How do you feel being treated? I mean, I know you were treated similarly by Seth that you were by Don Wells. And did you feel like this was deja vu when it was happening to you, or did it feel different?
Honestly, it felt different with Seth, because with Don, I had been pretty, I guess, critical and skeptical of him from the jump, and so I understood a portion of the anger because if somebody was criticizing me that much, maybe I would lash out too. It surprised me with Seth because I had been right there with him for weeks at that point, for a long time at that point, for over weeks, and then the person that answered the phone when he called and things of that nature, and it was a weird, just a 180. I feel like when it blew up like that. I mean, I was as surprised as you guys all were watching it.
Yeah, I mean, and I wondered how you took that, if you were just like, okay, here we go again, or if you were, I mean, truly thrown like we were. And it's shocking to hear that you were just as shocked because, after all, I mean, you hadn't done anything wrong. So it was pretty shocking to hear. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about Don for sure. Don's pretty consistent, right?
Yeah, and it's like, it was one of those things where from almost the jump, from the first time he spoke out, I was pretty critical. And so it wasn't like, we got off on a great foot either, because I was like, some of the statements and things just in his past that was coming out didn't sound good. And I was very upfront about that. So I got there already being some of that tension with just him, I'm sure, not liking what I had to say. But with Seth, it just was a complete 180 because he and I had gotten along. And it was just like that random day, somebody's like, here, it's Smiley's live, and sent it to me, and then I didn't even turn it on. They said the stuff was supposed to be on. I was like, okay. And then they sent it to me immediately when he started yelling my name, and I was like, what was going on? So I tuned in, and as shocked as everybody else was, there I was in the chat, like, whoa, what is going on here?
Wow. I mean, it's maddening. It's maddening. But we see a common denominator with that 180 too, with some other people being brought on. We all know about that, which that seems to have quieted down a little bit.
Yeah, thankfully. I'm glad to see that. And that's how it shifts back to Sebastian, is when all the drama, when that stuff starts to subside, it shifts back to Sebastian. That's all I wanted. That's why, once I said my piece about what happened with Seth and all that, I was like, I backed out. There was a Facebook group to help manage. I was like, I'm just going to leave this, try to get my name off of it. That way it can hopefully quicker get back to Sebastian, because this case isn't about me. It's not about any of us. And I mean, truthfully, it's not about Seth or Tony or anybody.
Sure.
I feel for any parent who's in that situation, but at the same time, it's about none of us but Sebastian. And when it becomes about all of us, it no longer is about the child. And that's why I think it's great that we see some of that subsiding and Sebastian being the focus when his case is talked about.
And I have so much respect for you for backing out when things get a little heavy and the direction's shifting where it shouldn't be shifting. And I commend you for being able to pick up on those cues. Not everybody can. Did you have an opportunity to speak with Katie at all?
No, I haven't.
Not at all. What are your thoughts on Katie?
I haven't heard enough from her to really have too much of an opinion. I think, I mean, we know she was the last one there. That doesn't mean anything as far as involvement. Her story, she gave it. I mean, she gave the full thing, and we had, as things, whether it was things being remembered, however it was being brought up, we heard more details come out, and we got kind of the full picture from her. But most of the things I've heard regarding her came from Seth, and so it kind of, at that point, I step back and say, do I take some of this with a grain of salt versus what parts of this is true?
And being someone who spoke with Seth at length, I'm curious to know, did he also share the same stories that he shared publicly in the podcast with you about Sebastian being online? Did you get the gradual, he doesn't really do much online, if he does, it's on my account, and then it gradually got to, he has his own devices? Did that happen in your dealings with Seth as well? Was that consistent, I guess is my question.
He never really brought that up, actually. He talked about how they played video games together, and that was kind of the length of that. He didn't go into use of internet or anything like that. Mostly just talked about how they played games. It was more of all the stuff they did together, and that was one of them, but he didn't go into the online portion.
Interesting, because he was really upset when he was speaking one time about him not getting his devices back. I found that interesting that upset him, that he said, his PlayStation's not in his room. So I don't know. I mean, people say I pick apart too much stuff, but, there's just so many red flags out there, Trevor. It's really disheartening to think about what Sebastian dealt with.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's important to nitpick things, and then you can stop and then decide if it's something important. You pull it back and say, well, okay, what would be the reasons that he wants his devices back so bad? You look at the what you consider a regular reason versus a worrisome reason, and then you decide what you think it is. I mean, that works for most things that are said by the adults in these cases, and I think the same thing goes for him. I don't think we should treat his words any less than we do Chris or Katie's. Right. When we hear him, we decide if it's what we think of it. That's what it is. We interpret what he says how we do. Law enforcement will do the same thing, and that's how we as humans operate.
Yep. And you take it all in, and then you decide yourself. I'm not here to make up anybody's mind, and I know you aren't either. We're here and we're watching what's happening and going back and rewatching what has happened, and it was really eerie to go back and watch. I'm not going to lie, it was like a turning point when Seth went off on you and all of that blackmail stuff, and it turned really gross, and it just, everything changed. The views on Seth, I never even paid attention to him in the beginning. Totally not on my radar, So it's funny how people start to tell on themselves.
Yeah, and that's why you let people, in any kind of situation, you let people talk, because you're going to either find out, eventually you'll find out if, if somebody's done something, you'll find out what they did. I'm saying that it counts for anybody here, but you'll also find a real version of somebody. I think we had one, Seth, the way he wanted us to stand for a while, and then eventually, as unfortunate as it is, he got worn down by this case, the fact his son's missing, and by all the stuff going on, he gets worn down, and then we start seeing what I believe was the actual version of him. I think you see that in plenty of different situations. It's the whole idea of, as people talk more and more, you see them, because they can no longer put on an act or show you who they want you to think they are.
That veil slowly is lifted, for sure. Well, thank you so much for Trevor for calling in. I know it's getting late. I appreciate your time, though, and your willingness to answer the questions. But I want you to know that we support you here. We got you. We love what you do. Follow him on Facebook. Let everybody know where they can find you.
Sure. You can just Trevor Lee, the same name that I use in chat. You can find me on Facebook. You can follow me there. Basically any kind of things we work on, missing children or any kind of cases. You can see there. I post all my stuff there, so feel free to follow me over there.
All right. Thank you, Trevor Lee.
Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you. Have a good night.
Yep. You too. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much, Trevor Lee, for everything you do. Everything you do for this community, for these kids. You're amazing, Trevor Lee. You are. You're an amazing young man. You never cease to amaze me. I was actually just telling my son about you the other day and how much you've accomplished at 22 years old. He's 25. And, I was just saying, it's nice to have you in this community, and we embrace you. And I just want you to know that. You are very special to us, Trevor Lee. We do love you, don't we, Christina? Look at, he's got the love going on here. But I hope you go to sleep tonight smiling, Trevor, because you are one of the very few good souls